If I could go back 50 years, I would still come to Hong Kong, yes. I don't regret. My work, which is in tobacco control, has brought me into real conflict with the tobacco industry for the last 40 years. And they have not been kind to me. They've said I'm one of the 3 most dangerous people in the world. They've threatened me twice with taking me to court. And I never feel frightened. I've never felt I can't do that. Hong Kong is a very safe place, and we've never ever regretted that. My name is Dr. Judith Mackay. I'm from the UK, but I've lived in Hong Kong since 1967. I've got a lot of honorary titles, like with World Health Organization or the universities and things. You know, I still give the lectures, like what I'm preparing now. When you get older in Western countries, people disregard you. You're no longer important. In Asia, they don't do that. They respect you for the work that you do and the positions that you've held, and they still include you in a lot of activities. You're never made to feel in Hong Kong that you are too old or past it or anything like that. That's a very nice place to be for me at the moment. I came to Hong Kong because I had just graduated from the University of Edinburgh Medical School, and I was doing my required 1 year in hospital, and I met a Scottish doctor, Dr. John Mackay, who had been working in Hong Kong, and we got married, so I came out here really because of him. And I've never really been in Asia before. Very safe place. For example, the murders we have in Hong Kong is very, very small, much smaller than anywhere else. I can go to any car park in Hong Kong at midnight and collect my car, and I never feel frightened. There's not many cities in the world, I would say that. It's got a good education system. It's got a good health system. It's got quite a nice climate. It's not hot the whole year round. It's a good place. Hong Kong is a good place to move to. When I first came, I realized that if I was going to work in the government sector, in the public sector, on the other hand, my work, which is in tobacco control, has brought me into real conflict with the tobacco industry. In the 1980s, they could see their markets in the West beginning to fall. Information was coming out that smoking was harmful. People were beginning to quit. So where are they going to sell their cigarettes? And they just looked east. And my job is to try and stop them. So I work with the government, and I help the governments get the policy, the legislation, the taxation. I talk to school children, I talk to NGO groups and work with them. So I was really spreading the word all around Asia and trying to get governments to do this, I think quite successfully. And so the tobacco industry didn't like that at all. They really did not like that. In fact, the government here at one stage wanted me to have 24-hour police protection. The difference now is that tobacco control has moved from becoming a sort of almost an extreme idea in the 1960s and 70s to being mainstream public health. An army of people working in public health now. And so I'm no longer that sort of lone voice that I was in the 1980s. Into the side of the tree. It's really, really like that one. It's a very favourite old tree. 1960s riot, we then bought this house, and we just bought it that same day. And it was very, very cheap. So that, I mean, it was, and people thought we were completely mad buying it so far out of town. Now, as history has shown us, it was a very good move. If you haven't got a salary, you can't pay the rents in Hong Kong. You have to have, as an expatriate, you have to have your own cuts in order to stay on in retirement. Yes, a lot of people left Hong Kong after 2019 and after COVID. I never considered doing that, never once. They are fueled by the media very often, and some people who've left Hong Kong into seeing Hong Kong as very dangerous. There's no freedom of speech. We're living under a brutally repressive regime. And I spend most of my time when I'm in the UK with people saying to me, are you going back to Hong Kong? Is it safe? You know, are you free to speak? Are you going to be locked up? There's this misconception in most of the world that somehow it's a very dangerous place. I think nothing could be further from the truth. I think it's a very safe place to live. China is never going to give up Hong Kong. It's never going to be independent. In my experience, virtually anything you like. It's a very free place, not just for trade and business and industry, but certainly in terms of the population, the movement, what you do, where you go, what you can say. I'm an honorary consultant in the Department of Health in Hong Kong, and a lot of people talk about interference from China in Hong Kong. We recently banned e-cigarettes in Hong Kong. And heated tobacco products. Who makes the e-cigarettes in the world? 95% of these are made in China. If there was ever an opportunity, it would be China trying to prevent that ban in Hong Kong. And it absolutely did not. It did not interfere. I know because I was working with the Department of Health. It absolutely did not interfere with Hong Kong's decision, independent decision, to actually ban all of these products. And we became one of the first and strongest in the world to do so. And in fact, we've been encouraging many other countries to do the same. Hong Kong does have its problems. We have problems with the care of old people. We have problems with housing. We have problems with young people finding jobs when they leave university. I'm certainly not saying that Hong Kong has no problems, but give me any country in the world that has no problems. There's none. There's no country in the world that is absolutely perfect. When I talked to some of the young students in 2019 who were demonstrating, I said to them, well, in Asia, where would you rather live than Hong Kong? And it was interesting because not a single one of them. I think my advice would be to think carefully about what the benefits of Hong Kong are. I feel that I have two homes. One, of course, is the UK. I was born and brought up there. I went to university there. We go back to Scotland for 3 months every summer. But on the other hand, I've lived in Hong Kong virtually my whole adult life. So when I get off the aeroplane in the UK, I think, oh, I've come home. And when I get off the aeroplane in Hong Kong, I think, I've come home.